I believe that when you start seeing massive chemtrailing, and I'm talking beyond anything you've ever known, and when the chemtrail residue starts to touch the ground, you better not go outside. You better know the basics of biological warfare preparation. You better be building your immune system. You better have nanoparticle mass, not just the N95s. It's interesting, Alex. We're talking about some of those virulent, deadly things three of the most virulent pathogens that have ever been genetically tweaked in the history of this world. This is absolutely no exaggeration that this thing is being put forth in its initial phase as the initiating trigger to whatever else is out there. I want to tell you something about chemtrails. They can poo-poo everything they want to poo-poo about it. But when chemtrails started having genetic binders incorporated into the barium and all the aluminum and everything else that they were spraying, the point that was obvious is that at some point, let's consider that a primary to a binary weapon, at some point when the chemtrails change, then the susceptibility of the systems, the human immune system that's been worn down by the initial chemtrail, can be activated. That's one point. Number two,
that's what you and others have always said, is the what's the weapon system called where they give you half of it and then later give you the other half?
Well, it's a binary.
Yeah.
And so here's what's critical, too, in people understanding this. You can literally take the CDC's reports and go back to when the chemtrail spraying started, following it through to when all the reports of how many respiratory diseases, and I'm getting every day, with no exaggeration, 20, 30, 40 emails of people that are coming down with respiratory crud. Now, I think that this is
that's what this flu does, is it causes people to die, just like the 1918 swine flu or bird flu that killed so many. Right. Spanish flu, if I got the name right. That one hit the respiratory system.
Absolutely, but what is interesting to people is not only do they, when you're engineering a biological weapon, you absolutely, at the same time you are designing the weapon, you're designing the antidote or the vaccine, okay? The anti-weapon, whichever way it's going. If it's chemical warfare, it's an antidote. If it's biological, it's a vaccine. The thing that's telling to me in this whole thing, Alex, is the fact that the rapidity that it's spreading throughout the world.
Right, I wanted to show you this. It's like a powdering effect. You can actually see it dropping down. Yeah, now in HD. Really low level, that one. And I'm going to my doctor's now, innit? How ironic. More painkillers, Doc. More antidepressants. We can't have people coming out in the sunshine, you know what I mean? We can't have that. No, we need to block the sun out and get everyone depressed and drop all these chemicals on us. This is a classic, a good example of the powdering effect of chemtrailing. Yeah, this ain't a test. This ain't no messing around. Brighton Chemtrails. Pass it on. See the stripes? These are really old, but you can see the layers, the build-up. All these peppered skies, it was totally clear before, and now it's all messed up. Got a call today, heavy spraying all over town, and they weren't joking.